Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm going to show you how to create a separate website on one domain, like two websites, one domain. As you can see, I've got my normal website on just spare domain name, and then if I add /tutorial, it just shows a 404 page. It doesn't actually have another site. So for starters, you go to your cPanel for the website, and then type in SQL and click on My SQL Databases. Now we're going to create one here and call it tutorial, but you can call it whatever you want. You might want to make it /members or something like that. Now click on Create Database. Now we're going to copy this here without the quotes and paste it into a separate document, maybe a notepad or wherever you want to keep your passwords, and just under the name. And then we're going to click on this go back button, and we're going to scroll down here and we're going to add a user. So I'm just going to make my username tutorial. You can make whatever you want, and I'm going to generate a password, and we're going to copy that password into our notepad. Once we've done that, we're going to click create user, and if you see this message here, you know that you've done it right, and then you can click on go back. Now if you scroll down again, we're going to add permissions to that user. So we're going to click on down here, we're going to click on add user to database, click on the tutorial one or whatever you've called it, and then click on add. And now we're going to give it all the privileges because we don't want any errors. So once you've done that, click on make changes, and you'll see this success message. Alright, now we're going to actually create a WordPress directory for it in the cPanel. So go back to your home, and then let's look for File Manager, and click on this one. Now we're going to click on this public_HTML with the little globe, double click on that, and then we're going to click on new folder. And I'm going to call this one tutorial, but you can call it whatever you want this link bit here to be. So maybe /members or whatever you think you want it for your website, and then click create new folder. Now we're going to look down until we find it, and then we're going to double click on it. And now you're going to go to this wordpress.org/download. I'll put the link in the description to make it easier. You can just click on it and then scroll down and click on this download WordPress, and then it'll be whatever version they're up to. Alright, once you can see that it's downloaded, we're going to go back to our file manager, and then we're going to click on upload because you want to upload the WordPress into the cPanel. And you can drag in your file or click on select, and once this bar here reaches 100% or turns green, we'll know that it's ready. Alright, so now that this bar here is green, we can click on go back, and you can see it, we've got our WordPress folder here. And if it didn't come here, then you might need to wait a few minutes and click on reload, and if it still didn't, then try re-upload it again and it should. Okay, now we've got this .zip file, and we want to get all the folders out of this file. So we're going to click on the file, make sure it's blue, and then we're going to click on extract, and just click on extract files. Then you can click on close, and if we reload this now, you'll see that we've got a new folder here. We can click on this zip file and delete that now because we don't need it anymore. And you just delete that by clicking on it, making sure it's blue, and then clicking delete. And we can skip the trash. Now we're going to double click on the folder to open it up, and we're going to go to this wp-config sample, and first of all we're going to rename it to make it a bit easier and just get rid of this sample like this. So wp-config.php, and click on rename. Now you're going to click on this, make sure it's on the config file still, and then click edit, and edit again. and this is where you paste in your name for the database user, and the password. So we're going to go back to our notepad where we've got our name and password. We're going to copy this and paste it under here and under here, and then same with the password. And if you have any issues with this, make sure to check that you've got in your website's directory in front of it, or if you do and it's still not working, get rid of that, and it might work on both of the first two. Once you've done that, click Save Changes, and you should see this success message, and you can close this tab now. Now if we click on Reload, that would have updated it, and we're going to move these folders back into just the tutorial, because otherwise on your website it'll be your website domain / your subdirectory which we've created, and then / WordPress, but we don't want that. So we're going to select the top one and then hold down Shift and select the bottom one, and that'll get all of them. And then we're going to click on Move, and we're just going to delete this WordPress, and then click Move Files. Make sure there's no W or anything left over, and then just click Move. And now you'll see it's empty. And if you go up one level, so back to just the tutorial folder, you can see you've got all your files here, and you can delete this WordPress one if you want now by selecting it and then delete. Right, now you can see we've got all our files, and we've set up the logins. So now if you go to your website, so it looked like this before, if we refresh this now, you can see we've got the admin install. So we'll set up our username and password for the WordPress side and click on Continue. So site title, I'll make one example. And now we go to get our username, which I'm just going to make tutorial. Paste that in. And then paste in our password. And then put in your email. And then click on Install. And there you go, you can see you've got your username and your password has been set up like we just did. And now if you click on Login, you can put in your username and password that we just set up. Click on Remember Me if you want it to save, and then just click on Login. And there you go, you can see you've got your normal WordPress dashboard with your themes and plugins and adding users and stuff. And if you go to the actual website, you can see it's on your domain name that you had set up, and then /tutorial. And don't worry, the whole rest of your site is still exactly the same. As you can see here, it's just a whole different domain right there. Hope this tutorial helped you. If it did, please like and subscribe and share the video.